Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. So Sunday satsang, March 7th, 2023. So, what? So we're going to start with Tasting Bhakti Ras in Manjari Bhav Sadhana. We're reading from a book by Maharaj, Babaji Maharaj, called Manjari Rupa, and he's giving a lot of preliminary philosophy and tattva about how the manjaris think and act and feel before he describes the ras. It's a long introduction, it's like 50 pages, just introduced before he starts the main topic, which is how to relish ras in Manjari Bhav Sadhana. So all these classes we've been having are just warm up for that. So these are some interesting points. The manjaris are very clever, and they think that their degree of desire to serve Krishna is very less. Therefore, they don't try to serve Krishna directly. The manjaris prefer to remain constantly absorbed in the mood of Radharani, the embodiment of the ocean of desire for Krishna's service. Radharani is the epitome of the highest devotional affection, the Mahabhav. So thus, the manjaris, they show more devotion to Radharani than Krishna. Convinced that by doing that, by serving Radharani and showing more devotion to Radharani than Krishna, the manjaris are convinced that they will be able to please Krishna the most in that way. The dominant affection of the manjaris is towards the divine couple. This is a unique aspect. Because generally, the sthairati is translated as the dominant affection, means Madhuri Ras, Madhurati, Sakhirati, Vatsairati, Dasrati. It's directed towards a Vishai, an object of love. The object of love is Krishna primarily. So Yashoda is the Vatsai Ras, and their object of love is Krishna. So everyone, the object of their love in Braj is one, is Krishna. But the manjaris, all the Sakhis, their object of love is Krishna, or maybe they have more affection for Radharani, Radha Sneha Adik, more affection than for Krishna. There are some Sakhis in that category also. Or they have equal affection for Radha Krishna, or more affection for Krishna. But their object of praying Vishai, the object of their love is Krishna and Krishna alone. The manjaris are unique because the object of their love is not Krishna, not Radha Krishna Yugal. That's why we say we're Radha Krishna Yugal Upasikas. We're worshippers of Radha and Krishna together. So when we say we want to go, our goal is Krishna Prem, we say no. What? Our goal is Radha Krishna Prem. Radha Govinda Prem, Radha Madhav, whatever your favorite, Radha Raman Prem. So this is a distinction, that's why it's being mentioned by this great learned Babaji Kunja Haridas. Well, the sthairati, the manjaris, is toward Radha and Krishna in the mood of romantic love, amorous love. That's what it's called. Their sthairati is Madhurati, but for not the object. The Prem Vishai for the manjaris is Krishna, and the Prem Vishai is Radharani. They have two Prem Vishais, and they are the Prem Ashraya. Vibhav, it's called, the category of Vibhav. So they worship Radha Krishna as one unit. That's an interesting way to describe Radha Krishna. One unit usually is in mathematics or stocking shelves in a supermarket. 1 unit, 2 units. Worship Radha Krishna is 1 digit. I mean, that's all. English translation, I'm sure the Bengali must not be like that, but probably says the worship as Yugal, Yugal, the Yugal Upasika becomes translated English, absorbed in Radha Krishna as 1 unit. There's always something lost in translation, a lot lost. So that's that. Next page. Welcome back, dear. A long time away there. Missing you. Radha alone, only Radharani by herself is not the source of happiness for the Sakhis and Manjaris. The stairati of affection, the dominant mood of affection, is stairati for Manjaris as well as Radha and Krishna. These Indian books, they all repeat points 5, 10 times. You beat your head with the same point. You turn one page, you see one point. You turn next page, you see the same point. Goes through 3 pages. A book written in Switzerland or Europe, they make the point once and that's it, and they go on. The Indian books, they always make the point 10 times. They've got thick heads or something, you know. Have the thick heads to get through there, so I don't know. Sometimes I say, all right, again and again and again. Okay, well, it's worth repeating, but sometimes there's a word in English called redundant. Hey, what's this guy? Jaji Baba.
That is Shyam Baba.
Everybody's friend, Jaji. Can't live with him, you can't live without him. He's one of those in that category. So we're reading from Manjari Sri Nirupan, and he's begging, as Sadhaka Manjari, Kundari Hari is begging all the, he's begging Radha and Krishna for service, begging all the Manjaris, like Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, begging them all for service for Radha and Krishna Yugal. And he's begging that he's always obedient to the Sakhis. He understands the purpose of Radha and Krishna's slightest motion or hint. In English it's called ingita. It's an interesting word. Ingita means indication in English. This is a prayer that he's saying here. Being absorbed in Radha Krishna's qualities and beauty, Saundarya, Rupam, and their guna, I shall be enthusiastically affectionate. That's an interesting way to describe affection. Affection means the loving sentiment, a feeling of appreciation, gratitude, and attachment, and service, and many things are in the word affection. But enthusiastic affection. It's not lazy. You're enthusiastic about your affection. But you express it in many different ways, any way, every way, anyhow, any place. In this way, I will make a residence among the Sakhis. That's a nice idea. I want to live among the Sakhis. Because now we're living among human beings. But these are transcendental personalities, Krishna and Sakhis. So we want to live there. We want to live there in Sakarup, and we want to live there in Siddharup. So then he gives an example of Radha's affection, for a Sakhi from Usha Nilamani. Oh, this is interesting. This shows transcendental loving relationships among girls, ladies in the spiritual world. One day in Goran Hill, Rupa Manjari observed Radharani displaying extreme affection to Lalita while she was enjoying romantic pastimes with Krishna. Radharani said to one of Lalita's Sakhis, praising Lalita's good fortune, "Oh Sakhi," no, wait a minute. Rupa Manjari said to one of Lalita's Sakhis, "Oh Sakhi, just see how Radharani is personally cleaning the perspiration and rearranging the hair from Lalita's face, even though she's simultaneously enjoying amorous pastimes with Krishna." Talk about not envious, no jealousy. Lita's enjoying with Krishna in the kunja, and Radharani knows that. As oh, she must be uncomfortable. Her face is all perspiring. Her hair is all in her eyes. Radharani goes in, tiptoes in like a ballerina, and she wipes the perspiration from her forehead and moves her hair out of her way, and maybe picks up a fan and fans her. This is from Ujjwala Nilamani. This is solid proof. Rupa Manjari herself is writing the Ujjwala Nilamani. Eyewitness account by Rupa Manjari. Writing as Rupa Goswami. Pretty extraordinary. There's volumes of philosophy and tattva on amorous love and spiritual reality that can be written just by this one pastime from Ujjwala Nilamani. Serving your girlfriend when she's with your boyfriend. And not just playing badminton, and bringing her a cup of water. Your girlfriend's not playing table tennis, She's lying on top of your boyfriend in the kunj. Oh, good opportunity to service. An ordinary girl in this world go in there and strangle that lady. But this is not an ordinary world, this is an extraordinary world. Transcendental reality. And Kunjayari Goswami comments on this Ujjwala Leela, Radharani serving Lita during amorous dalliance with Shamsundar. The idea is that Radha shows strong affection for Lita by wiping the perspiration, rising in the course of her loving pastime of Krishna. At this time, it doesn't take precedence over her own feelings for Krishna, but it serves to feed the fire of that love even more. Therefore, it is not a staibhav or damu, it's a sanchari or transitory feeling. This is a technical thing. In other words, even when Lita is serving Lita Sakhi, it seems like a transitory emotion, like a sanchari. That's what he said. He said it's not a change in her stairati, that she's becoming from Madhurati, she's becoming Dasarati, like a servant. She's still Madhurati. It's just a wave of her Madhurati, wave of her affection. Transitory feeling. Sanchari means moving towards. Chara means moving. And his tika, this verse from Ujjwala Nilamani, Vishnu Chakravarti, in his tika on Ujjwala Nilamani, he cites Bhakti Ras Sindhu to explain, and he concludes the Bhavalas Rati is I don't know how to translate first here. Anyway, it's so, I don't know what the context is. So, in other words, Kajagari says one thing, then he says, Vishwanath Chakravarti says that this is an example of Bhavalas Rati, which is special Stairati, the Manjaris, the Radharani is showing. It's a little confusing here. But these feelings are not temporary. Anyway, it's really technical. I can't explain it properly, or is going to understand it properly, to be honest with you. Some things are beyond me, really. Most of this is beyond me. I just read it for purification and get some general sketchy idea of what the reality is. Because unless you're really advanced soul and very learned, you can't have much perception of all this. But I'm dutifully trying to serve the cause. Appearing and shining as much as possible on the manjaris, their bhav, their seva, their attitude, their outlook. And this will bring me success, I'm confident of that. When you become Radharani's confidential Sakhi, then Krishna will know you as Radharani's beloved Sakhi, and Krishna will show special affection and spontaneous affection to you, even more so than if you became Krishna's lover independently. This is a statement from Bihari, which is the conclusion of his understanding. So becoming a Sakhi of Radharani means a Nitya Sakhi or Pran Sakhi, which is the category of manjaris and kinkaris. Or becoming a Sakhi friend of Radharani, intimacy with Krishna will follow automatically. So you become Radharani's Sakhi, or kinkari, manjari, then in certain situations when Radharani's angry with Krishna, or it's hard for Krishna to meet Radharani because her mother-in-law is there and keeping her away, or locked in her room, then Krishna will have to come to you, the Sakhi Manjari, and beg you for help. With a straw between his teeth also. He comes in a very humble mood. Without you having to do anything, Krishna will come to make friends with you. Just like you want to meet the sister of some guy. But you don't know notice the sister, but you don't know the guy. So you find some friends, say, do you know the guy? So yeah, can you introduce me to him? So your friend introduces you to the brother of the girl you're interested in. And they how you doing this time, make friends? They say, so he said, can I come over to your house sometime? Yeah, come over. So you come over there. So who's that girl? You have to pretend like you don't know. Well, that's my sister. Oh, what's her name? Well, introduce me. Oh, this is so-and-so. Oh, hello. And they look at each other, see what happens there? So this is being clever. So Krishna, he's in a fix. He can't meet Radharani. And Radharani, he can't talk to her. So he has to find somebody who's from inside. Somebody goes in and out of the house. So some manjari comes out to collect some water or do something. Hey, hey, Manjari, come here. Listen, what's the situation there? Oh, it's really bad. What do you suggest? I suggest you disguise yourself as my mother. What does your mother look like? I was going to see look like a mother, you know. I give you white hair and everything. And then the Manjari dresses Krishna and she said, okay. And then she goes, oh, what's your mother doing? Oh, she wants to see Radharani, you know, okay, come in. And then the Manjari brings her mother, actually Krishna, into Jatila's house, into Radharani's bedroom, and the rest is history. So Krishna had to come to the Manjari to make friends. So the Manjari saw not do any independent effort to gain Krishna's affection and attention. Okay, why is he showing so much affection? Because he's got a motivation. Why does anybody come on with lots of affection? They got some plan in their mind. I have one mantra I always remember. If anybody's coming to you, they're coming to you for something. If somebody comes to visit you, no one comes to wish you well or bring a couple of fruits or something. So usually within 2 minutes that somebody comes to me, I say, how can I serve you? What do you want? Well, my daughter's getting married, you know, and I have 4 daughters, and this is, you know, I don't have any money, and hard enough to give me money. How much you want? 50,000. 50,000, come on, man. I'll give you 30. Okay, 30. God. So I get it done fast, get the job done. Why waste time? You have to pay something. So just pay and go, you know. Touch and go. Don't make a long. The guy wants to make a long introduction. I have one friend of mine. He always comes to me and asks me donations because the people are afraid, but they know he's my contractor, built my house. He's my friend, so they go through him. He's their agent. He's a Kanyadan agent. So he comes, he says, you know, everybody in America knows you, you're very famous. He goes on for a long, like 20 minutes thing. I go, oh my God, how much is this going to cost? I don't want to be rude, you know, because he's Rich Rossi, but he has the same line all the time, like a Barbie doll, you know, pull the ring in the back. Oh, I'm mighty happy. So, you know, you've been here for 25 years or whatever. Everyone likes you, everyone knows you, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know? And he says, you know, with this guy, he has 3 daughters, and he just got run over by a truck. And his wife is living with 3 daughters to marry. He has no money. Everyone in the village is giving money. I go, how much do you expect me to give? Well, whatever you can give. So I go, this is a tough one, you know. Whatever I can give. And at the moment, I had a little bit of money. So I gave him 40,000 rupees. He said, oh, this is really good. And maybe he gets 20% commission, I don't know. I don't know how it works, you know. You hire a Krishna, you know. Kanyadan commission. You know, it's India. Everyone's on a down line, everyone takes a cut, you know. So Krishna, the Manjari doesn't have to make any independent action, any independent arrangement to get affection and attention from Krishna. Just become Radharani's friend. So the conclusion is, by being a surrender maidservant, Nitya Sakhi, Pran Sakhi of Radharani, Krishna will automatically show great affection to you. Why? For various reasons, mostly involving Radharani, Krishna cannot meet his beloved, Lady Love. At those times, Sham approaches Srimati Radharani's Manjaris in a very submissive mood, showing them all kinds of affection. Same old, you know. Brings them sweets and Mahaprasad tumble. Oh, the Manjari asked him on a tumble. Oh, great. And he begs the Manjari to help him reunite with Radhika. So that's one more thing. That's it. Well, my dear mind, I don't know, this is a prayer from Raghunath Das Goswami Mana Shiksha. Oh, he said, he has a prayer here. He says, I worship Giridhari because I know he's the lover of Radharani. This is a very interesting thing. We're not worshiping Krishna because he's Bhagavan, he's God. He's the object of upasya, the object of worship all Vaishnavas. Now, why worship? Well, he's the lover of my girlfriend, so we should be nice to him, you know. We're not particularly interested, but we try to be nice to him. Who can understand this bhav? So he quotes to support that idea. So this is a famous, I don't know the Bengali, the Vedas told me sometimes, I forgot. But it says, I forget. He says, every Bengali Babaji and every Bengali Vaishnava knows this phrase. I worship Giridhari because I know that he's Radharani's lover. That's the only reason. No, he's not God. We know, of course, he's not God. He's more Putra, more Brahmapati. He's my friend, he's my son, he's my lover. That's from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So he says, oh dear mind, Das Goswami Manashiksha. Remember always, Vrindavan Chandra is the lover of my mistress Radharani. And Radharani is the one who rules over Krishna. Radharani Vrindavan Krishna Ishwari ki. Radharani's name is Vrindavaneshwari, Shameshwari. Shameshwari. She's the Lord of Sham. I think that's it for this week. Tasting Bhakti Ras. Yeah, new one.